What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another live installment. Hope all is well. Hope everybody getting a great start to their week. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit more about we see what the problem is here. We all we talked about Colorado establishing a running game, and they're gonna have to figure out some type of running strategy here. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna look at this video one more time because the video doesn't lie. But before I do that, all right. So they just faced UCLA 16-28. I'm surprised that they scored 16. After what you're gonna see in this video. But nevertheless, they were supposed to win this game against UCLA. UCLA didn't do anything special. In fact, the defense showed up. And despite the refs kicking Shiloh out, that was big. And I know people are debating whether that was targeting or not. It was close, but I think it was a clean hit. It was just a hard hit, though. And hits like that, when it's hard, of course, the ref's going to be like, okay, this is targeting. No, that was a very hard hit. As far as I'm concerned with him, I would just leave after this year. If I was him, I would go ahead and go into the NFL. Because obviously this team is marked. This team is marked, man. I don't care what nobody say. This is just my opinion that the team is marked. And we're going to go over them getting robbed in that stadium too. Now, my question is, their last home game, UCLA's last home game, whoever they played, did they get anything taken from their locker room? I don't know. I have to check the news to see. But this team came there, and you telling me that there's no cameras around that stadium? That was an inside job. And I'm going to tell y'all something. You might think, oh, I'm in Los Angeles. This is what people don't. Los Angeles is a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place, beautiful weather, but don't let it fool you. Because there's a city, there's an area around Pasadena. All you got to do is just do your research on the gangs in Pasadena and Altadena and Pasadena. In fact, I was supposed to go to that game, and a homegirl of mine that's from out there, she told me to be careful, especially around that stadium. She said, be careful. She said, yeah, you going into an area there. So I'm like, really? It's beautiful around there. She's She said, nah, man. She said, be careful around there. That's not a place where you wear your jewelry, man. It's not a place. You will get robbed in broad daylight. They don't care if you at a game. They'll figure out a way to get in there. And one thing that I know, they probably got contacts in that stadium. So they were marked before they got there. So, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Maybe I'll have someone on that's from the area to educate us. They were marked already before they got there. And like I said, hopefully I can get an OG on that's from that area that'll be able to educate us on why they shouldn't even brought no jury there in the first place. That's one place that you don't bring your jury. But they didn't know that. You don't bring your jury there. You don't bring money. You don't bring your jury. No valuables. Because think about this, right? LA is a beautiful place, but we know it's gang infested. You could be at a nice hotel, but it's somebody that's gang related that works in that hotel that will let everybody know you there. Everybody know that, right? I'm not telling you guys something you don't already know. But here's the thing. I'm gonna give you Pasadena. Just do your homework. Do the gangs in Pasadena and Altadena. Just go do your research on Altadena. It's only about maybe a few miles away from that stadium. Okay, so the rich men are coming to the stadium. They were marked. So it's not out of ordinary for them to get robbed. It's not out of ordinary. It happened in Virginia Tech too back in the day. So this is not out of the ordinary. Oh, he just said on his video, Shedeur will be back next year. Quite frankly, if I was him, I would just go ahead and go to the NFL, especially if they don't get this situation corrected, because he might not make it to the NFL because he got 4 games left, right? All it takes is one hit for him to end his career. It just takes one hit. And from what you're seeing in this video, it's very clear that they're letting him get teed off on. That's very clear. And I don't expect these offensive linemen to be back next year. I don't expect it. Maybe a few, but I don't expect this group to be back. I really don't. Maybe they just not cut out for the Power 5 level. And I had somebody tell me the difference between this level and other levels is that the linemen are a lot faster. The linemen are a lot faster. They're a lot more aggressive. You're going against people that want to get to the NFL. They will do what it takes. It's already smoke in that stadium. And for an offensive lineman, you have to treat it that way. You have to say, okay, it's smoke today. It's a fight every single play. As soon as that ball snap, it's time for a boxing match. Back in the day, I think Greg Lloyd was a black belt, right? Maybe they need to take karate or something, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu on the off season. They need something, or ballet or something. They need something. And my question is, what did they do in the off season? What kind of training did they have in the off season? Because you're going against teams, especially if you're going into another conference next year. There's some teams that you're going to face. For some of these guys that you're facing, football is it. They're trying to get to the next level. They don't give a damn. They'll do what it takes to get to that quarterback. That's why I'm saying for Shedeur, I would just go ahead and entertain the NFL now, because one hit away, he's done. One hit away, he's done. And I'm going to show you how his head hit the ground. We're going to show you. We're going to show you how his head bounced against the ground. It's very dangerous. And this offensive line has already been established that they cannot protect him. See, you're not going to get this here at this channel like, oh, everything is all gravy. Everything is not gravy. This kid, I'm surprised that he walked away from this game. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he walked away from this game. And I think Coach Prime said that he got an injection at halftime. He needed it. He was getting teed off on. But before I get to that, just because everybody talking about them getting robbed, it's understandable in that area that you get robbed. It's understandable. You don't bring your jewelry, you don't bring your money in that area. See, Los Angeles is a very deceptive place. It's very deceptive. When I go there, it's wartime. I'm looking at my back left and right. It's war. It's wartime. It's survival time, especially around that stadium, around Pasadena. And like I said, like, damn, you like, how were they able to get in the stadium? They might have had a connection in there. They might have had somebody working in there. They might have had one of the guards that's assigned to that locker room. Like, okay, I'm about to go shopping. People out here ribs touching. You don't wear your jewelry around certain areas. It's a shame, but that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is, man. A lot of these players live in a bubble. They live in a bubble, and they had no idea that area was dangerous. They had no idea, but it is. It is, and it's unfortunate, but they will get compensated because the Rose Bowl is responsible for that, so they will get compensated for their loss. Okay, so they will get compensated at some point, because the stadium has insurance for this. So I'm sure insurance claims will be put out there, and they'll be able to pay these players on the valuables that they lost. So getting to this right here. This is dangerous, what we saw. I have never seen this before. This is this is extremely dangerous. I mean, I've seen it before. I mean, I've seen offensive lines in the past just let their quarterback get manhandled. Um, yeah, you see it, but you don't see even still, you don't see the quarterback getting hit this frequently. Not, now, take away the sacks, right? He got hit a lot of times. And when he was getting hit, they were hitting with bad intentions. They were hitting with bad intentions on him. So we talking about NFL and all that stuff. He might not make it there. He might not make it. He's one shot away from being in the hospital. One shot away. And if I don't know what their technique is, I don't know what they're learning in practice. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. I don't know what's being taught to them. What kind of technique? What is being taught? Like, what is being taught? And then your head coach said that y'all lack the intensity and the desire. He said that, and he's not lying. Like the desire and the like the what do you call it? The what the not the tenacity, the eye of the tiger kind of thing. They don't have it. They don't have it. Maybe they just can't play at this level. Some people, everybody can't play at this level. It's hard, especially when you got NFL caliber linemen. But guess what, though? They're going to have a serious problem again because UCLA lost to Oregon State. And guess who they got to play next week? I mean, this upcoming week, Oregon State. And what do you think Oregon State um, strategies are going to be? Yeah, they might as well stand up too. Just like that, they might as well stand up and just throw the house at them because they already established that they can't protect this man. And it's sad because Rock can't play. You know, the NCAA didn't clear him, but I guarantee you, no man is going to get past him. I guarantee you. And it's unfortunate that David Connor couldn't play. I don't know where Jeremiah McCrennan is. I don't know. He wasn't out there though, so I can't blame him because he wasn't out there. Or the other guy. I can't remember his name right now. Now, as you see with this play right here, okay, Mikey did his job. Mikey Mikey did his job here. It wasn't his fault. Mikey already saw the guy to the far left, to his far left. He got him. He got his eyes on him. As you see, it's lined up. His eyes is lined up to his work because he know where the work is. That left tackle right there did something very dangerous. That left tackle see that there's two guys here. He see that the tight end got the other guy. He's supposed to have that guy in front of him, but no, you know what he did? He turned to his right and helped out the left guard. And this guy went virtually untouched and damn near teed off on Shedeur. He did tee off on the tight end. He's picking up this guy right here. That's what the tight end is assignment is right here. His assignment is to pick up this guy right here, but he didn't do that. He saw the guy, but he helped the guard out. The left tackle. Yeah, I'm gonna mute it. I already said that. So you're gonna see it. Mikey got the guy to the far left. That left tackle was supposed to get the guy right there. Watch what he do. He turned to the right and help out the left guard. That was a mistake. And he see that they go. He see what the guy's getting ready to do. Look at him turn to the right. The coach, whoever his coach was, supposed to throw him out the game. Was supposed to take him out the game. He did get taken out the game eventually, and Tank came in. You can clearly see it. You can clearly see what he's doing. And watch this. As soon as that ball is snapped, he's supposed to be ready to jump in this man's chest and think and act like he's putting his hand through his chest, but he didn't do that. Look, he just let him go. That is clear as day. He didn't even he barely touched the guy. You know that, right? He barely touched the guy. Guys, he barely touched him. Look, boop. Oh, hey, how you doing? Barely touched him. As big as he is. Big for no reason. Yeah, they getting ready. I'm just letting them have it all week. I'm letting them have it because ain't nobody else letting them have it. Ain't nobody else letting them have it. You almost got this man killed. We already know what the problem is. Listen, for the coaches, y'all need to work on nothing else with this offensive line, man, because y'all could have won this game. Even though I think y'all should run more, but you damn sure could have won the game. But Shedeur didn't have a chance to win. He didn't have a chance to throw it. Look at this. Just let him get right past 300 pounds for no reason. Bad technique, everything. Even I know that at the high school level, that was bad technique. Terrible. The coach is supposed to take him out the game, which he wound up doing. Look, you think he would have him here, right? But no, he don't have him. And then see that left guard there? He don't got no work. He don't got no work. That left guard was supposed to pick up the blitz right there. He didn't see him because he got his back to. Oh my God, what is these people doing? Are they smoking? Look at this. All right, stop right there. You see the left guard right there with his hands out? He's looking at the running back. He's supposed to be looking to the right. He's supposed to be looking to the right. Look, he had a clear shot on. Shedeur got hit there and he went down. And look, the left guard still didn't see what was going on. Now he saw it, number 65. This is very sickening to watch. Very sickening. Look at this. He did it again. He did it again. Look, just let him go by. He's literally what we're watching is we're watching a quarterback with no offensive line, and he's trying to do the best he can. You best believe that the NFL is watching this. Let me tell you what they're watching. Shedeur has already established another attribute. Do y'all know what that is? Do y'all know what the attribute that he's already established in this game? Dan Marino had it. He has a very quick release. Very quick. I didn't know his release was that quick, but he had to rely on it because he didn't have no help. He has a NFL quick release. He has a Hall of Fame quick release. His release is that quick. And you see when he had got it to Caleb Mathis, because he was getting hit as he threw it. He was getting ready to get hit, but his release was so quick and it was so accurate. I know the scouts are watching that. He need to lead this year. I know he coming back this senior year, but he's not safe, man. In fact, what I would do is I would sit him out this game. I would sit him out and let another quarterback come in to see if this offensive line will protect that quarterback. And if that quarterback don't get any sacks, now I have to do an investigation now to figure out what's going on. So I would sit him out this game. Fuck the bowl game, because his life is more important. The hell with the bowl game, because y'all did a piss poor job trying to protect you. You guys, a high school team would have did better than y'all. Yeah, you guys are gonna get this work right now. Because I know some high school players that probably did a better job than this. I would if that was my son, I would sit him out. I would sit him out. With say 4 games left, I would sit him out. And then I would say we need another quarterback to go in to see what this offensive line is going to do. And let me find out that quarterback don't get sacked. Yeah, now I'm ready to do some investigation now to figure out what's going on with y'all. I don't talk to everybody I know that played this offensive line. They said something ain't right. Something's not right. He's getting sacked and hit too much. Yeah, I would definitely sit this man out. And let me say something to the coaches real quick. You mean to tell me it was 2 minutes left in the game and he's still in the game after he got an injection? Yeah, I would go to the NFL, man. Shedeur, I would leave, man. I would leave. I'll go to the NFL at this point because you're still a top 3 pick. I would still take you over on what's his name. You have a very quick release and you're very accurate. Even Skip Bayless said it. Even he said it. He said this man got a very quick release. He said I didn't know that. He said I didn't know his release was that quick. Yeah, it's that quick. I don't know. You might have to take an insurance policy out on your body or something if you're gonna come back. And if you do come back, that offensive line, they're gonna have to spend a few $1,000,000 on that offensive line. You know what I mean? To go out there and recruit. And they gotta you guys, let me tell you something. If he had the offensive line Notre Dame has, oh my God, yo, he'll be in the running for the Heisman. If he had that offensive line that Notre Dame has right now. In fact, they call Notre Dame Offensive Lineman University. If he had that offensive line, he would have no problems. If you're playing at this level, forget it. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get no conspiracy. Somebody else already did it, though. And it made sense when they were saying it. Look at that. He got teed off on. Oh, my God. It wasn't Mikey. Mikey already had his guy. It was the left tackle that went right. When he saw that guy, right there coming. See how he went right? And the guy went virtually untouched. Now, the running back is trying to pick up that blitz right there. So it's not the running back's fault. He see the blitz coming there, and he tried to do his best. You see how that quick release? Look at Mikey. Mikey did his job, but the left tackle didn't. And look at the left tackle now. Now he's all of a sudden looking at Mikey. And now they got on teed off on Shedeur. I just want to say this to UCLA. You guys think you did something, huh? I would love to see you do that against Notre Dame. You guys can't. I would if you for a bona fide offensive line. Y'all wouldn't be standing up the whole game like that. Y'all wouldn't be doing it against Notre Dame. You won't be doing it. Or against Iowa offensive line. You guys won't be able to get that off. You guys, and a few of you, especially them twins, I wish I was that agent out there. I'll make sure one of y'all be drawing blood. I'll make sure of it. My helmet will hit your damn face mask. All that talk you were doing. But I'm gonna tell you something though. One of the twins, this was very sick. One of the twins had hit Shedeur, right? And he was looking around to see if somebody coming to help Shedeur, and they didn't. He the one picked Shedeur up. He picked him up. He picked him up. I'm not going to show that, but it did happen. He was looking around. I guess like, okay, your boys ain't going to come in to get you. Then he picked them up because they know each other. They know each other from high school. They played each other. But if I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about if I'm an offensive lineman, there ain't no jaw jacking going on with me, or I'm going to jaw jack back at you. I'm going to tell you all about your mother and everything else, your grandmother too. I will get real personal. Okay, because this is war in the trenches. Okay, that's it. They're not nasty enough. They're not. They're not nasty enough, man. That's why coach said you got to go out and get the offensive lineman, but that's going to be very hard to get unless he already got his idea on what was coming in. He got his already got an idea. But definitely, I would probably sit Shedeur out. At least this game, I would sit him out to see exactly what's going on. Or if you don't sit him out, if it's going terribly, then put him back in. But definitely, I don't know. But obviously it's 4 games left and they're trying to get bowl eligible. So you really can't sit him out. But you're taking a gamble by having him in the game with no protection. He has no protection whatsoever. None. Like, I've never seen this before. How a quarterback at this level don't have no protection? Like none. Mikey was doing his thing though. Look at the tight end. Look, this guy is not going to get past the tight end, right? Watch this. So if the tight end is smaller than Jada, how is the guy getting past Jada? Because he let him get past. Look, he went to his right. I'm pointing it out. Boom, teed off on him. Mikey, look, that guy didn't get past Mikey. He did not get past him, and Mikey is not an offensive lineman. He is not big as Jada right there. Jada was supposed to pick up that guy next to Mikey's man, and he went right. He went right. In fact, he looked right. That's crazy, man. They got a problem. I don't know, like, guys, what is the rules here, man? Can they go get some players now? How does that work? Can they get somebody to enroll in that school now and go after some players now? How does that work? Because I don't trust this offensive line. I don't trust them. The only person that I like on this offensive line is Washington. And he was hurt. That he was kind of like not 100% this game. So I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He wasn't 100%. The rest of them, no. Can we get some other players in? How does that work? They have to wait, unfortunately. Yeah, so coaches, his hands are tied. You know what I would do as the coach? You know how he talked to the team and stuff? I won't talk to him no more. I said, I'll see y'all at the game. I'll leave this up to the coaches. I'll see y'all at the game. Now, you know, when somebody go quiet like that, then it's a problem. As soon as the season's over, I will clean house. So, but if you see Mikey, though, how come Mikey at his size is able to hold off the defender and Jada 300 pounds can't hold off his defender? How is that the case? Anybody know? Something's not right. Again, Mikey is staring at that guy right there. He got his work already. Jada's supposed to be staring at that guy. And then the left guard already got the medal. And then hopefully the center do his thing. So everybody got their assignment except for Jada. Watch this. He blows his assignment. And he can see the blitz coming. Look at his face. He can see him. He can see him coming. But yet he turns to the right. And don't even touch him. Look. It don't matter who they got out there at wide receiver. It don't matter when your quarterback getting hit like that. Now, for this one, I'll give Washington the benefit of the doubt because he wasn't 100%. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on this one, but the guy blew past him. Now, as you see on the right, the left tackle, they got Tank in the game. He ain't doing no better because his man almost hit Shedeur. His man wasn't even supposed to get that close to Shedeur, as big as he is. And my question is, how is Mikey able to hold these guys off and he can't, and he's 300 pounds? How is that possible? Shedeur had to run there. He had to. Here it come, untouched. Y'all saw it. All right, the left tackle. Now watch the left guard. Now the left tackle is supposed to get the dude on the outside. Now, yeah, that was the right guard right there, and the running back is not going to didn't do anything either. Jesus, and look how Shedeur had to hold on. See how the guy stood over? See how the guy like did that? It was supposed to be smoke right there. Then at that point, the ref would have gave me an unnecessary roughness. if I was the offensive lineman. That would have been an unnecessary roughness call because I would have made sure I got that dude with the dreads right there, number 4. I would have made sure I hit him with my helmet. I would have gotten his face. Yeah, the running back couldn't. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't block. He couldn't pick up no block because he didn't even understand like what the hell. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what Coach Prime said. The killer instinct. They don't have it. And you know the crazy thing is, I went back and looked at Kent State games. A couple of their games, they ain't had that problem. The 2 men that's there now, they didn't have that problem. So why they have it now? So maybe it's the personnel that they have here. I don't know. But they really don't have no other personnel, I guess. Some people are hurt. But this was ridiculous. You better believe Arizona State watching this. They were okay, we know they ain't got no line. So we just gonna go ahead and blitz. We might as well stand up like they doing. No leverage, nothing. The left guard is already beaten. Golly, he got beat bad. Number 11. You see how he was checking his watch? They would have had to stop that game because my helmet would have went in his face mask. It damn sure would have. I probably would have got kicked out of the game for that. It's hilarious now, man. How the hell can you not look at Tank getting backed up? Oh my god. You see that quick release and he got it to Xavier? And he see how accurate he was? That left guard, he got beat. Look at that. All of them got beat, to be honest with you. Yeah, God, that's it. That's the end of the video. I just wanted to show you, man. I had already made a video on it, but I said I'm gonna do it one more time. Because they deserve to have this work. They do. And it's only a couple things. Either they're not capable of defending at this level, or they don't want to. It's one or the other. Or I don't know. I don't know what it is. I know the quarterback is going to get sacked every now and then. We know that. But like this, no, not this frequent. Oh yeah, I was get to that. So the robbery thing. Well, if that area where the stadium is, it's not all peaches and cream. Just put it that way. It's gang infested. It's not all peaches and cream. And what's that area I was telling y'all? Altadena. You can just Google it, Altadena. And I know a homegirl of mine was telling me because I was supposed to go to this game. She was like, um, she was like, I don't want you staying near the stadium. I don't want you staying. She said, where are you staying at? I was like, I was gonna stay like maybe a couple of miles. She was like, nah, no, I don't stay there. She said, don't stay there. She was like, yeah, but she said, you're not the type to be flossing or anything like that, so you'll be fine. She was like, you'll be fine. But she said, please don't wear no jewelry. But yeah, definitely an inside job, man. Because the whatever the street on the streets, they got connects inside that stadium. I remember one time, like every now and then you'll be at a hotel. Somebody is like affiliated in a hotel. Like, okay, this dude is shining in the hotel. Come get him. So, but I think the Rose Bowl is responsible for that. They should have insurance to pay these players for the loss of their belongings. And I think Darius got some money stolen from him, thousands of dollars. He said. Oh, I'll be right back. Yeah, I was trying to see if let me see if he's available. He'll tell us about this area. I know somebody that know that area very well. They said, "Oh man, that's not an ordinary like that. They got robbed." Okay, I want to ask him about that area because I know why people are so surprised about it because it's a very beautiful spot. You know, you wouldn't think that it's some gangster activity around there, but it is. Like, is everything in all palm trees? Like, it's crazy over there. You got to be careful. Shit, you can be in freaking Malibu and get robbed. That's just how it is out there. You just can't go out there shining. And here's the crazy part. They were just going from the hotel to the stadium. But, the people watch you on these videos. They say, okay, they bring the jury with them and this and that. So we're going to set up a lick. That was a lick. They set up a lick. They're like, okay, we got robbed. My homeboy work on the inside. So we're gonna make sure he scope out. So by the time they're in the game, we're not gonna do it at halftime, before halftime, because when they come back, it's gonna be an issue. We're gonna wait until after halftime when they go for out there, and then we're gonna go in there. That was a lick. That's what happened. It's a shame that you can't have nothing, but it is what it is. You can't have nothing out here. You ever heard the old saying, you got a bubble on the humble? You have to do everything on the low. It's unfortunate, but they'll get paid. They'll get their I don't know if they're going to get their belongings back, but they're definitely going to get compensated. I believe the Rose Bowl is responsible, or UCLA, so they will get compensated. It just sucks that Darius said he got thousands of dollars taken from him. Yeah, there's hella thieves out there. TSA, remember that TSA got caught stealing? You really, you really got a bubble on the humble out here. You really do. That's what we used to call it back in the day, bubbling on the humble. That means keep everything low. You know what I'm saying? Keep everything low, because even like when I go out there, I'm dressing regular. I'm not shining or anything. I don't wear jewelry anyway. But you know what I'm saying? I don't have no expensive shoes on or anything like that. You know, and you be cool. You be all right. And but because I know they're thinking like, damn, there's cameras in there, it's security. Yeah, but the security could be gang related. They could be. Just like the lady at the, you remember when I forget the guy's name. He had got beat up and stuff, and the lady just let the guys go in because she knew them. So it's just LA is just one of them crazy places. You said, bro, no offense, your critique of the O line is incorrect in some. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. I'm just giving you my critique. Yeah, I'm just okay. So what's incorrect about it? Like, let me know. Hey, what's up, Black?
What's going on, Maximilian? Can you hear me clearly?
I definitely can.
Righteous.
So,
So
Black, I was
what
telling you that. What's that?
what's the topic? What's the title? What we talking about?
Well, I was talking about the O line, but also um, they had a situation, unfortunately, during the game. After halftime, they were out there playing, and when they came back after the game, a lot of their jewelry was taken, money was taken, just their overall belongings were taken, stolen. Excuse
Oh,
me.
they got violated, huh? In the
Right.
worst, in the worst. What did they take them boys' watches?
They said they took coaches' jewelry and stuff like that,
So
and
so
they took the players' jewelry.
they got them for their watches.
No, I don't know what they got
Oh,
them for.
they were wearing the watches on the field. That's right. So they got them for
Um,
everything but the watches.
I don't think they were this time. I don't think they were wearing watches on the field this time.
Well, it would be interesting to know if they got for their watches among other things, because you know I understand that they've been out there flexing like they're Jay Z and Dame Dash in a Rockefeller video,
Your
but
necklace is black.
oh man.
But Black, let me ask you this:
hmm
you a native of Los Angeles, right?
I used yes, I was born and raised here.
Um, Now they played at the Rose Bowl. Now
hmm
you know Liz, right?
hmm
Liz told me because she was like, "Where are you staying at if you go to the game? Because I want to go."
hmm
I said, "Well, we could stay. We could stay near the stadium."
hmm
And she was like, "Hell no." She was like, where exactly?" And I told her where the hotel. She said, "Oh, hell no."
Where was it?
It was in Altadena,
Mm.
Alta, whatever you call it, Alameda. I can't.
Altadena, Altadena.
Altadena, yeah.
Now, see, Altadena, I
Is
used to
it
live.
nice?
I used to live there,
Okay.
and there are some very nice parts of it, but there are some also some hood parts of it on the outskirts. And there's this road. Okay, so this is how it's situated, right? Um, Pasadena is northeast of Los Angeles, so you have to go all the way north, and it's next door to Eagle Rock and Glendale on the west,
Okay.
and then kind of like the Inland Empire to the east.
Hold on one second. I know Pasadena is not Altadena. I said that's where
No,
I
no,
was.
no, 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 no. Let me explain.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at the chat.
Okay, go
So,
ahead.
so, so, north of Los Angeles is Pasadena. North of Pasadena, in the foothills of the Angeles Mountains, is Altadena. So Pasadena, then Altadena, right? Now, the way that the Rose Bowl is situated is it's right off of a freeway, the Barack Obama highway, right?
Is that what
And
it's called?
the little stretch of it right there, yeah.
Okay.
Because he went on that highway to go back and forth from Occidental College in Eagle Rock
I'm sorry, Black. The
to where
people in the chat, excuse me, the people in the chat is just they off the hook.
it's okay. That's why I'm
Yeah,
not looking at them.
yeah, they off the hook.
So I don't mean to be long-winded, but I'm trying to give you the geographic layout.
Yeah, please do, please do.
Okay, so there's this freeway, the 134, or the Barack Obama highway stretch right there, where you get off and then you go down and north, and it's like in a valley almost. You know, there's hills on both sides. So the Rose Bowl is situated down there. Now, behind the Rose Bowl, there's a lot of open parkland, green space where people go out and jog and stuff. It's a safe area. There's really nice houses on both sides. But as you continue going back on the Pasadena side, the further back you go, then you end up where NASA is. The original NASA JPL, Jet Propulsion Laboratories,
Mm,
is back behind the Rose Bowl, like a couple of miles up. So once you get there, now you're at the point of Altadena. And when you go up that road and then you turn right, now you're automatically in the hood. But it's kind of like country hood.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of land, but then there's pockets of hood, like low income apartments and shit. And that's where the gangs are.
Okay.
So what I meant when I said to you earlier that it could have been gang related or even worse, an inside job with the yellow jacket guys, right? Event security
Right.
or whatever, the yellow jackets, I call them,
Hmm.
that it could have been an inside job. It sounds like it had to be because otherwise it's a big ass security breach.
Right. A security breach. Right.
And that would make the Rose Bowl people liable for whatever was lost.
Yeah. The role. That's what I was saying earlier. I think the Rose Bowl people is going to be responsible for paying out.
Yeah, the insurance is going to charge them for the loss. So they need to do their own investigation and figure out what happened. Because the reason I suggested that it could have been gang related from that area is because it's really easy to access it and get out without really being noticed. You've got
Mm.
how many people were there? 70, 80,000.
Right.
So, there's a lot of activity going on. But to be able to get inside of the venue, inside of the locker room, and out without being noticed, it, it
Yeah. That's crazy.
makes me wonder if it was one person or if it was a heist.
Could have
It
been a
had,
hike.
it had to be coordinated, though.
It
Think
had to
about
be.
it.
It had to
Yeah.
be. It had to be. It's unfortunate, but that's the world we live in. Um, like I was telling them, if I come to LA, I have to be. I'm not going to be shining or any. I don't do that anyway.
Mm.
But I'm just dressed regular. T-shirt, a pair of jeans.
You remember the Source Awards that time when Chris Webber got laid
Yeah,
down? Did you
yeah.
heard
He
about
got
that?
laid down. They
And
yeah.
and look, and that was like a block away from the Beverly Center on La
Yep.
Cienega, like at the border of Beverly Hills, and outside at the Fat Burger parking lot. People did not care. They laid
In
him
front, he
down.
got laid down in front of some
Yeah,
people.
lay down.
Yep.
Give me that. Uh, Let me get that ice. Let me get your
Yep.
drip. That's
Because
what
he
they
was
call it now.
shining.
Drip.
Now they call it drip or something. I don't know. You could call it ice.
Hmm.
But yeah, they'll lay you down with no problem.
Yeah, people don't really flex, or that's what they call it now, flexing. People don't
Like
really. We call it flossing. People don't floss like that anymore,
yeah,
or
they
or
don't.
stunt. They don't stunt like that anymore.
No,
Yeah.
it's very rare you will see.
The people with the money out here now, since it's very hipster and gentrified, are the people that don't look like they have it at all.
Right.
They just look regular as fuck.
Yep. They look regular as fuck. They don't have no cash on them. They might
And
have
that's
some
and that's another
cards.
thing, man. You said, according to reporting, somebody got for 10K cash.
Not 10. I don't know how much, but he said thousands of dollars.
Okay.
So that could
Now,
be a couple
now,
thousand, 1,000.
okay, I get a couple thousand. I
Yeah.
understand why walking around with a roll like that. But if it's over 10K, why would he even talk about it?
I couldn't even walk around with
You know,
10K.
why would you have? You're supposed to have plastic for that, or an app on your phone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Now we got the apps on our phone, Apple Pay. I might have a couple cars in the Apple Pay. Let me tell you, right? I was in the Dominican Republic, right?
mm,
And I went out there quite a few times, so I know the deal.
mm,
When you go
mm,
to the barrios, right?
mm,
So it was this cat. I think he had to been from like New York or whatever, right? He had the Yankee hat on,
mhm.
um, the Mitchell and Ness jersey, and the clean Air Forces to match. And this dude looked like Liberace, dude.
Mm. Out
And
there.
yeah, out there, and he was by himself. He was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go get me some chicks, man. These some country dudes out here, man." I said, "You with somebody?" Because I was sitting at the bar, like it
Mm,
was like an open bar near the hotel.
Mm.
And I was like, because that's where all the other guy we hang at. I was like, do you with somebody? And he's like, nah, man, these dudes is corny out here, man. You know,
Uh,
whatever, right? And I was like, he said, why you say that? I said, because I mean, you sitting up here.
mm-hmm.
I said, then I kind of offended him. I was like, is that real? I said it. He said, he said, you got a diamond tester? He said, if you got a diamond tester, I'll let you, whatever, right? And I was like, okay. And make a long story short, we all like went on to this club. He was like kind of hanging with us, but I was like,
mm,
I don't want him hanging with me because they're gonna think I might have something.
mm-hmm.
This dude, I know remember we coming out the club and we sitting up there talking to some ladies, right? Just sitting
Mm.
up there talking and chit chatting. This dude, help. Somebody called the police. Somebody called. He ain't had none
Wow.
of his jury on. In fact, they took his jersey.
Mm.
He ain't had nothing. He was like left with his t-shirt
Oh
with no
man.
ice, no rings, no nothing.
Yeah, he turned out to be the cornball.
And look, he went to the police, right?
Huh.
And watch, he went to the police, the La Policia.
Mm,
They just looked at him like, "What you want us to do?" That was
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like, what do you want us to do, man? But I couldn't believe it, man. That he must have a death wish or something, or he just I don't know. He looked like he had been drinking already.
Mm,
That was crazy. Had a knot of money on. He had this little money on him, and
mm. Was
yeah,
he
man.
was he blinged out?
Yeah, he was blinged out, man.
Well, can we talk about the buffs? That's what you call them, right? The buffs.
Yeah, I was talking about their offensive line. They
Okay,
couldn't protect Shedeur.
let me just put this disclaimer out for the people who are in the chat.
Right.
Um, I have not watched one game, not a full press conference, maybe a few highlights here and there. But I do watch NBA basketball, and I am a fan of the Denver Nuggets. And so the night that the Denver Nuggets opened the season and whooped the Lakers,
Mm,
Dion and his son and what's his name, Tyson or something, Turner,
Travis.
Travis, he was there, and the crowd gave them all a standing ovation.
Yeah, they did.
And
Hmm.
Dion had his cowboy hat on that night.
Yep.
Now I did watch the press conference this past weekend, and he didn't look and sound like the same guy that was talking all that rah rah earlier this season. He looked like he had been deflated. What say you?
I mean, he's watching his son take a beating, man. Nothing he can do about it because he's not out on the field. You
And
know.
I, and I watched your video that you made today, and
Right.
I have to say that your analysis is spot on. Now, having said all that, to the guys in the chat and ladies, you too, um, I do understand the workings of the game of football. I used to go to um, the Rams games out here in LA way back in the day. My dad had season tickets. So I know, how the positions work, and especially when you were talking about the offensive line and the tackles and the guards, and the person, the tight end, and who they're supposed to guard, their assignments. And you clearly showed missing assignments on multiple occasions.
Right.
So this is part of the reason why the boy's getting punished. How many times did he get sacked this weekend, Max?
About six or
He,
something. I don't know, six or more.
I
But
think, yeah.
He got hit over 17 times.
Oh man, that's too much punishment. So now, how do you suppose Dion, Coach Prime, can fix this problem
It's
before
not.
next week?
It's not fixable.
Okay, so now how many games do they have to win to get into a bowl?
They need two games. They need to win two games to get bowl eligible, but they got four games left.
Okay, so who do they play this weekend?
They play Arizona State. I'm
And
Oregon State, excuse me.
okay, and how do they match up against Oregon State?
Well, Oregon State is right now they're ranked number 16 and they beat UCLA.
Oh, and UCLA just beat them.
Right.
Oh wow. Oh man.
And just from looking at the UCLA game, they could have beat the UCLA game, or it would have been more competitive if he had an opportunity to throw that ball. He
Hmm.
didn't have an opportunity. I think Michael Irvin said he had at least 1 second, 1 or 2 seconds. That's it.
Were they blitzing him on every down, on every
And
snap?
they were doing blitzes. They were rushing blitzes. I don't. They were doing everything.
I see. And they were doing it successfully, obviously, right?
Right.
Hmm. Now, the week before, they lost a 29-point lead, right?
Hmm.
And in this game, the UCLA Bruins beat them 29-14, right?
You said
Uh,
this game right here.
yeah, UCLA beat them 29
No, it was
14.
28 to 16.
Okay, okay. And they're on a losing streak, right?
Right.
Yeah. I, I wonder if the press is going to ask him, so, Coach, how are you going to break this losing streak?
He didn't. They didn't have to. They didn't even have to go there.
No?
Uh. Everybody knew what it was.
So you
If
say
you can't protect the
Or,
quarterback,
Oregon is number 16 ranked. So
you
who do they play after Oregon?
who they play? Who you mean Oregon State?
Yeah,
Oregon State
who do
ranked
they?
number 16
Right, right. Who do they play
and
after Oregon State?
Arizona.
And how do they match up against Arizona?
I could see them beating Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we'll put that in the possible win column. And who do they play after Arizona?
Washington State.
And how do they match up against them?
Washington State has a really good quarterback, and they got an overall really good team. But
And they have a winning record, I imagine.
I mean, they can. I think they can hang with Washington State if they can figure out this situation to get Shedeur some type of protection.
Okay,
But
and then
I don't.
so let's say they could win that game too, all right? So now they got two wins, and what is the last game they play? Who do they play?
Utah.
And how do they look against them?
Utah's really tough.
Really tough. So it's not within the realm of impossibility that they could lose all four games.
If they don't get this situation right with protecting them, yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibility. They can
Hmm.
lose out. They could
So
win too, but I don't see how they can fix it because it's like if you haven't fixed this situation by now, I don't think it's correctable.
hmm.
Yep.
So you say that Dion should not play his son.
No, I said in the fourth quarter when it was
Mm,
like out of reach, they should
mm.
have took him out.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Put somebody else in and let because he's taken enough punishment.
Mm. And so this is not a new issue, is it?
No,
The offensive line
no.
situation,
For them to not
protecting
protect
the quarterback. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And I had to show this video because the proof is right there. Because sometimes they'll say, well, he's holding on to the ball so long. That wasn't the case.
Hmm.
He didn't have an opportunity because the protection broke down so fast. He had a defender in his face. I think Michael Irvin said within 1 second,
Hmm.
he had somebody in his face. So it was hard for him to get something going. But you saw when he did throw it, he was able to throw a big pass to Xavier Weaver. So he has potential, but he just can't. He can't. They're not giving him enough time for him to let the play develop.
I see. Now, how are they defensively?
They did pretty good in this game. They were able to get Travis Hunter at 2 interceptions. They were able to force the running back to cough the ball up.
Hmm.
So yeah, they did pretty good overall. Yeah, overall they did pretty good. And they got a sack on the quarterback, and
Do you think that Dion is coach material? at this level?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he is. Yeah, I
W-
think
w-
he's
w-
close.
what is it that he needs to fine tune?
Um, well, since he put this team together like this, right? He brought in 70 some players. You don't know really what these players are going to do until they get out on the field. Um, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board and go get some protection.
Mm, I see.
Now, I don't know how he's going to go out and get the type of protection that Notre Dame has.
Mm,
So you go look at Notre Dame's offensive line; they are the business.
mm,
You know, a lot of these players need to be developed, and maybe they'll get some players in the transfer portal. We'll see.
mm.
But they do need some
So,
beef. They need
so,
some beef and potatoes and somebody with some finesse and skills and the dog in them. That's what they need.
so let's say, for argument's sake, right, that they somehow managed to win two more games out of the four.
They're bowl eligible. They're qualified to get into a bowl game.
But are they qualified to win a bowl game?
Depending on who they play, they could win
Mm. Any given Sunday, huh?
any given Saturday. Yep.
Well, I'm sorry, my bad, my bad. Thinking NFL. But anyway, what else did you have on your mind? Because we could talk about Dion back in the
Well,
day.
the
I
thing
mean,
is, like, I was
I
going to talk about the mentality
mhm.
because he said they don't have the killer instinct. They don't have a Jonathan Ogden. They need that. They need somebody like Jonathan Ogden. Like I'm just bringing up these names. They need somebody with that mentality. They need somebody that want to go out there and physically, legally assault somebody. That's what they need. Like you need to move like the offensive line is just you got to physically impose your will on another man. You got to be able to do it and
they,
rough
they,
them up.
they need a refrigerator Terry.
They need a lot. If the coach, I'm only going by what the coach is saying. If he's
Uh-huh.
saying that they don't have the killer instinct, then that's a problem.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about
Nothing
that.
you can do about it. Yeah, it's
But
nothing you can do about
it's the difference to me between playing just to play versus playing to actually win. Be
it.
very
Right,
focused on, we out here to win. Fuck all the dumb shit. Let's go get this win.
right. We out here to win, and I'm trying to get to the next level.
Yeah. Well, in that light, Dion, to me, has always been about the entertainment. I don't know if that was ever a priority over when he played the game, because his gamesmanship spoke for him itself.
Right.
But at this stage with his sons, maybe they're looking at it more as entertainment. I don't know, but I'm just saying it could be a possibility. More entertainment than the sport of playing to win, to get a championship.
I mean,
Y-
yeah. I
y-
mean, you got levels to it. That's what was told to me. I know somebody that played at the level. He said you got levels to it. You got some people that they are trying their best to get to the next level, and
mhm,
they willing to do all it takes.
mhm, mhm.
And they like constantly watching film, and they constantly ready to go out there and hurt somebody, especially on the offensive line. And then you got some players they know they're not getting to the next level, and they there to obviously you're there to get the education, and it doesn't define them. So you do have levels to it.
Mhm.
Not everybody is looking for football as a way out. They just happen to be nice enough in high school to get a scholarship to get a free education. But
Mhm.
not everybody want to go past that level. They're like, I'm not. I don't. I'm not thinking NFL. But some people are though, and you know who they are. They got to look to them. So that's what he's looking for. Actually, I think he's looking for that. That's hard to get in the offensive line. You got to really go in the recruiting and try to go get it. And unfortunately, fortunately for the players, but the way it's set up now, money is involved because at the end you got NILs, you got the collectives, you got boosters, throwing money at kids at these other universities. So they might have to spend some money here to get these players in here to make it more attractive for these stars to come there.
Yeah, it sounds like same as the professionals at this stage. I know they changed the rules around so that the kids could get money and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, sounds pretty serious. Like big money's involved now.
You know what he said? He said there's only like a few on that line that they just need a little bit more seasoning. But the
Mm,
rest he didn't say. He said, nah, we need to go get some more. He said there's a few that we can keep that need seasoning, but he said that's it. Only a couple of them. So what he's saying is that offensive line is not good. That's what he's saying.
uh, seasoning, huh?
Yep. Bring them along, develop them, put them in camps.
Mm,
They need a couple years in the weight room,
mm,
mature,
mm,
and then, they'll be ready.
mm-hmm.
Now, there's a few out of high school that's ready now, but it's hard to get them. You got to really go after the recruiting and get them. Like, for example, they had they were, I know in the off season, they were trying to get Caden Proctor, but he decided on Alabama. And he's starting right now for Alabama as a freshman on the offensive line. He's a left tackle.
Mm,
Yep, he's starting every game. But it's hard to get him. Obviously there's money on the line. There's money being talked about in the behind the scenes.
mm-hmm.
And if Coach Prime say, look, I'm not promising you anything. I promise to turn your man into a son. People want to hear about some money. Because I know if it was me and my son, listen, the university gonna make millions off my son, so we need to grease his pockets
Mm-hmm.
so it'll make it, comfortable for him. Because y'all already making millions. So why now that you guys able to pay, and I got the Georgias and Alabamas talking about they got a bag for me. Where you think my son going?
Mm,
You know, yeah, I would love for him to play with Coach, but we need a bag. You know,
mm-hmm.
yes, it's about the education as well, but we need the education and a bag. That's what we need because everybody not guaranteed to get to the NFL. We try and we get now to flip that money, so he ain't got to work no more.
Mm,
But see, like Coach Brown said, he old school. Like, no, I'm not promising that because he's not about all that, right? He's like,
uh-huh.
look, you're gonna get a quality coach in here. I'm gonna make sure your son come back a man. That's what he said, and that sounds good. But some of these recruits, they want some money, okay? Because some of your players on your team already got a bag, so I want a bag too. That's what some of these players are thinking, man. Like, okay, some of these players got their bag. I want a bag too. Okay.
Uh.
Maybe if you slide me a couple of hundred of them things, I might be more aggressive. Now I got the dog in me. You see what I'm saying? Now my man ain't gonna sack your quarterback. Now all of a sudden I got the dog in me. You see what I'm
uh,
saying?
yep.
Yeah, money is a motivator for some people. Now all of a sudden, black, they like, damn, what happened? Oh man, I saw the light, you know, saw the light. Ain't no man getting past me.
Mm,
Yeah, man, you gotta grease these pockets. That's the thing. That's the other side of this NIL stuff. It's very positive because some of the players get paid, but you notice I said some of the players
mm-hmm.
because it goes by popularity. If you're a type of person that has a huge social media following, yeah, you got opportunity to get more money because you got a huge fan base already. If maybe you're more
Yeah.
marketable than certain players,
Yeah, you're considered an influencer now.
right? You're an influencer, and then that, like my friend, her daughter, we're working on her social media presence now because she's a ball player.
Uh-huh.
and we start. She's only a sophomore in high school, and we're working on her image now. Look at Olivia Doon. This girl making all type of money, but she's very popular online. And the NIL, everybody is not equal in the NIL. So it's gonna breed some time. I'm not saying it's happening on this team right here. Let me just give you that disclaimer. I'm not saying that, but you're gonna have some players on the team like, damn, I see him over there shining. He got all this, got this and that, got all types of purses. Because the guys wear purses now.
Mm.
I don't care what nobody says. They wear purses, so they got all type of Louis purses and all that stuff. And I'm sitting over here by the grace of God. I got $40 in my pocket. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so they got to find a way to grease these players' pockets. I'm just being real
Yeah.
because you can't have a couple people shining on the team. See, I'm not into cars and all that,
Mm.
but some people are. They into cars and jewelry and all types of Jordan kicks. I'm not into that, but if they see somebody with all of that driving a nice plush foreigns and have all the girls on them, then they want that too. They want that too. Like I'm in charge of protect them on the field. Why can't I get a bag?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Huh. See, maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that's the case in this situation. But everybody is not motivated to go to the NFL because everybody knows it's only less than a percentage go to the NFL. And out of that less than 1%, you cut that number in half, and some of them don't even get past their rookie contract. It's only less than a percent that get past that and make some real money. And then out of those people, what's the percentage of them people go broke after they retire? Because now you in the NFL, it's just crazy. But some of these kids are smart now. They're like, look, I'm trying to get all I can now. Okay. If I can get 200-300,000 a semester or whatever, then that's a plus, not a minus. So that's what the whole knock on the NIL is. That's the dark side because some players are going to feel slighted. But here's the thing: everybody's not created equal. You know, um, you got somebody like Shedeur. He's very marketable. He got the
Mm.
look. He hang out with Tom Brady. You know, he got the presence, his dad, and all this type of stuff. Everybody don't have that. So if
Right.
you know you don't have that, then you can come up with a strategy. Okay, this is my first year there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be motivated to play my ass off. Like if I'm an offensive lineman, I'm gonna be motivated. My man is not getting to him. At least if he get a sack, if he get a lot of sacks, at least at the end of the year, they're gonna say that my man never sacked the quarterback. I never surrendered a sack. That's what they're gonna say. And now you're gonna have an opportunity to get some money. You're gonna get some money. Money gonna come your way because they wanted to keep you. You say you can't eat steak while the whole crew sips soup.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the truth.
but yeah, that's the truth. Thank you. Contextual precision. Thank you for the 6. I appreciate you right there. And leave your comment up for a little bit. I appreciate you. But here's the thing. I want to say this again. I'm not saying that this is happening on the team, but I just the video is clear as that. You had somebody like Michael Harrison, right?
Mm.
Last year he was a wide receiver, but they converted him into a tight end. So he's almost like a hybrid. He's not as big as like an NFL tight end, like a prototype, like a Travis Kelce, but
Uh,
he's not like a Travis Kelce, but he's effective on that field because when he blocked that guy, the guy didn't get past him. He did his job, and he's not 300 pounds. So what's going on with these 300-pound guys letting these guys go by him?
mm.
Like, is it your technique? Is it that you need a little bit more coaching with your feet? Do you need to take ballet lessons? What do you need to take? Yeah, Akeem Olajuwon and all of them, they took that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, do you need to take ballet lessons or what do you need to take to get? What's the problem here? But see, they can only go with what they have. That's what they have to work with right now. So, and like he said, some people need a little bit more seasoning. They need to go to camp. They need to go to a big man's camp to figure out what's going on.
Mm.
But my thing is, once you do that and you start proving yourself on the field, the money is going to come. Because I looked at because the offensive line, don't think offensive linemen don't get paid. Because when I was watching the draft, this past draft, all the top offensive linemen that went in the first round, oh, they were making money already. One kid, NIL evaluation was a couple 100,000, and he was getting money on the back end. They were already had some money, but they proven themselves. So it's a performance thing, and then also if you're popular or stuff like that.
Mm.
Look at Lashane, show me the money. I know you can. Look, I said yesterday. I said, look, I'm just saying, if it was me, right?
Uh,
Or let's just say if it was my son, I'll go to the coach, like, Coach Franklin, what's up, dog? I said, Coach, my son, what I'm saying, he just won the Buckus. You know what I'm saying? He just won the Outland Award. Okay, you know what that means. I know you know what that means, Coach, because you won the Thorpe. That means you were the best cornerback on the planet at that time. So my son just won. So we need a bag. So get us in contact with these collectives or these boosters because we need a bag. We need a bag, Coach. And he's like, well, I can't promise you that, dog. No, no, no. It ain't what you can't promise. That's not that's not what we asking you. What we asking you is to put us in contact with the money and let me do the talking. Then I'll do the rest. And if it don't make sense, Coach, we're going to Georgia. I'm sorry.
uh,
We packing our bags and going to USC.
uh.
Yes, sir. We going to USC with Bear and them over there. That's where we going. You got to know your worth these days, and you can't be afraid to go get it. Because if you keep your mouth shut, they ain't gonna give it to you.
Mm.
So you got to go in there and get it.
A closed mouth does not get fed.
That's right. I know that. But that's just the nature of the game now. You have and on top of that, you have the transfer portal now. The players, okay, I don't like my situation here. Let me go find another situation. And like Bear Alexander, he was on the Georgia national championship team last year. He decided after that to transfer to USC. And I see his Instagram page because I see his Instagram and all that. He looked like he don't got him a bag. Okay. And
Mm.
look, he said, I ain't do it for the I've been had a bag. So see, these kids are getting the bag,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yeah,
Well,
Shedeur got it. Like he like his dad. Like he has what it takes. He's marketable. Um, he's about his business because his dad don't raise them to do what he doing now. He pretty much coached him since he was a kid on how to act and what to do. So he already know what to do. In Shiloh, they know what to do already. They know how to be marketable and stay out of trouble, different things like that.
yeah, I'll give it to Dion. He's an excellent father. Did
Yeah,
well
he is
well
excellent
by his
father.
sons. Did very well by his
Yeah,
sons.
I love how he interact with his kids. Yep,
Even your boy LeVar Ball, same thing.
yep.
Like no matter what they say or whatever they get criticized about, I stand with them on fatherhood. Period. You know what I'm saying? Take nothing away from them. Those are great men when it comes to that.
And he's like that with a lot of the players too.
Mm.
Like, I mean, he had a moment with Javon Antonio one time when he had caught that big pass that time. He hugged him and everything. He said, "I love you, boy," and he was like, "Love you, coach." He's like that with a lot of them, and he like that with Jimmy Horn too. And also especially Travis. So he always it's like he treat them like they're his children. So that's a
Mm.
plus right there. But see, what I want to say maybe could be some of the players like, damn, I ain't got no bag. Well, you got to work for it.
Hmm.
You got to go out there and bust it. You got to go out there and own it. Okay, I'm on this practice squad. Okay, well, guess what? Caleb Mathis was on the practice squad, but guess what? He got in that game and caught them 2 passes, didn't he? And guess what's going to happen now? The next game they're going to find a way to get him some work. He going to get some more work this game coming up because he's the route god. Everybody knows he's the route god. So you're
Hmm.
gonna have to, yeah, he the route god. He run
That's what
routes like nobody's business.
that's what they call him, huh?
I call him some people call him that the route god.
Ah,
Caleb Mathis. He's always on. You know what he said one time?
what?
Yeah, he said something. He was like, I'm always open. I'm like UPS, something he said, like Walmart, something he said. I said, well, you know what? Let me
Hmm.
look at his tape.
Hmm.
Let me look at his film, right?
Hmm.
And I looked at his film. I said, yeah, he can run routes like nobody's business. And then I saw him in the spring game and different things like that. I said, let me find out he run routes like Wes Welker. I said, okay. Remember I said it. He gonna next, especially next season, he gonna get some work.
Wait, Wesley Welker of the Jets?
Wes Welker, you know Wes Welker. He used to play
From
for
See, that's what I wanted to let your chat people know. I'm from the old school. You know, back in the day, I could talk about Dion when he played all day. The guy was my favorite, man. Like he never came off the field.
nah,
He never came off the field.
never came off the field.
He would be wide receiver on one side, defensive back on the other, cornerback on the other, and then he would do punt returns and kickoff returns.
Yep.
All of it.
And he used to dare the punter to kick it to him. He used to do the come here motion.
Like let me catch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me catch it.
Oh, and showmanship. Oh man,
The
no
showmanship
no
is out of this world.
nobody did it like Dion. Like that was back when athletes could become rappers, and then rappers tried to become athletes. Remember that, Max?
Yeah,
So
I remember that.
Dion had a hit record. Uh,
Yeah, he did.
Must be the money when he did
Must be the money.
The Dion dance.
Yep. Must
I
be the
remember
money.
I remember when Dion had the Jerry curl
All right.
dripping.
Now everybody, some people get offense with that. They said, "Man, Max, he ain't had no Jerry curl. They said he just had some, he just had some moisturizer in his head. Yeah, he had a curl, man. He had a kit in his head. He did.
Yeah, he had to stay soft, you know. Without the moisturizer, it would have been a blowout fro. So, and he had the Cassels. I mean,
Yep, he had the gazelles.
look, when he came in from college and ran his 40, it's like the shit is legendary.
Yep,
They say he just ran the race and ran right out the stadium and ran back in his limousine and left.
yep, and left. Just like the other legendary was Chris Johnson when he went to the combine. That was a legendary 40.
Mm.
Yep, Chris Johnson and him. Yeah, Dion was fast, man. He was like, man, I was living up in Jersey at the time. I remember him with the Yankees. Man, listen, he was all of that, man. I thought he was Superman as a kid. I'm like, this guy's like Superman. I was like him and Bo Jackson. I'm like that,
Hmm.
you know, because I remember we used to play Pop Warner and all that stuff. Everybody tried to be like Dion, you know what I'm saying? Do the high step until you get popped. Because I
Man, that's
tried and I got popped,
and see that's what
you
I
know.
forgot. I totally forgot, Max, that he played pro baseball too, right?
Yeah, yep. Yep. Pro baseball.
Man, phenomenal athlete. But
Phenomenal.
I can't say the same about his coaching right now. And I haven't watched one game. I've just kind of been on the outside looking in, listening to, your chats and having conversation back and forth, but it doesn't appear what okay, was the USC game the one before they lost the 29-0 lead?
No, the 29-0 lead was the Stanford game.
And then USC came after?
USC was before that.
Okay, so they lost to USC, they lost to Stanford, they lost to UCLA in a row.
No, they
No?
no, they lost to USC
Mm-hmm.
and then they won against Arizona State.
Okay.
Then they lost to Stanford and UCLA.
So it's just a two-game losing streak.
Right. Which is not bad. They can
It's
they
not,
can come back and
yeah,
win out.
yeah. And you say they play Oregon State.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well. I'm sorry, guys. If what Max says is true in that video, that film breakdown he did, the game film, they're not going to be able to win against no Oregon State.
Well, Oregon
Sorry,
State
sorry,
beat UCLA,
sorry. Oh, they definitely not. The percentages just went way down.
and they got a few pros on that team too.
Uh, uh, uh.
Yeah, they do.
So it seems like every game they have to level up, and when they don't, they get knocked down harder.
Well, we know what the problem is now. I know you said to me earlier, okay, well, how can they fix it? Right?
Hmm.
They like the offensive lineman. If you go back, I had told him yesterday. I was watching a video of Jeff Saturday. He was mic'd up, and he was calling the shots at that offensive line. He said, "Okay, you see what they doing? You see what these MF is doing, right?" That's how he said it. You
Hmm.
see what these MF is doing? They trying to come for us. So you got, he was like calling the shots, and they will make adjustments on the fly. Like they will know exactly what their assignment is. That's just what they got to do. That's just my opinion on it. Um, but how they're gonna do it? I guess practice. They're gonna have to figure it out. You know, but you have to figure that they. In fact, I honestly think they're one of the most important people on the field because they have to protect. They have to help establish the running game. They have to protect the quarterback, and they also have to read them defense to see where the blitz is coming. They have to pick it up. So I know I'm asking a lot from them. I mean, these are still college kids, but if they want to win out, that's just what they're gonna have to protect Shedeur.
Hmm.
And I know he said that they don't have a running game, but if they can't establish one, then I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to say. But I do definitely know they'll improve next year, definitely. But if you still look at it, it's still a success because they were 1-11 last year.
Hmm.
And he's sitting here 2 games away from being bowl eligible, man. That's a success.
Right. Yeah, when you
Hmm.
look at it like that, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a
That's
complete
true.
success.
I just think, and I've spoken with you about this, that he needs to check his ego at the door and keep it professional.
So,
Because, after talking all that jazz and then getting pummeled,
so you talking about the Louis luggage and all that?
yes, I'm talking about, it's one thing to be confident. It's another thing to, be basically doing the Dion dance with his mouth and then end up writing a check that the team can't cash and come up way short and get brutalized. Didn't you tell me that there was a point where one of the guys sacked him and checked his watch?
Yeah,
See, this is what's going to happen the whole rest of the season.
right. Every team is going to be messing with
Hmm.
him.
Hmm.
Yeah, he what did he do? He had got sacked and he stood over and he was like checking his watch. And if I was offensive lineman, I would have caught a flag for that. I
Uh,
probably would have called an unnecessary roughness
uh,
because my helmet would have been in his face mask.
uh,
Yep, just to let him know that we're not playing here. We're not playing, and I don't have no friends on this field. You are the ops,
uh,
and that's how I would take it. I would take it personal if my quarterback head hit the ground like it did. His head hit the ground and bounced. Oh, I would have took
wow.
that personal.
Wow.
Yep. And it was one play where one of the twins on UCLA picked him up because nobody else would pick him up. So he picked him up.
Uh,
And they were jaw jacking the whole game, them two. Jaw jacking and lot two with jaw jacking too. I said, okay, I'm gonna give y'all something to jaw jack about.
uh,
Wait till I get my hands on you.
uh,
Yep. I'm gonna give you something to jaw jack about. Yep. Especially I couldn't be that big. So 6 something and 300 pounds.
uh,
Oh yeah, you gonna know I was here.
uh,
Oh yeah. I think I would tell the coaches like I'm gonna make it just to let you guys know. I apologize in advance because I'm gonna catch a penalty. I'm gonna catch a and they're like, no, you can't. No, I am gonna do it. I'm gonna catch unnecessary roughness, and I'm
Mm,
gonna make sure that we're not in the red zone when I catch it.
mm,
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure we probably around that 50 when I catch it. Just let y'all know that.
mm.
But I'm gonna catch one. You got to have a goon in that game. You can't be sitting. They sitting up there teeing off on them. Yep.
Mm. Well, Max, I'm going to jump off and get back to this NBA stuff.
Oh yeah,
Um,
you doing the league and stuff.
yes, I do the DraftKings fantasy picks,
Right.
so I'm all over the place. And the Lakers are about to play, and so I got to shuffle some things around. But I did want to say to your chat, thank you guys for having me. I hope I wasn't too long-winded or off topic, but I love what's going on over here. I especially like the analysis that Max give and the engagement that you guys give in return. So if you'd like to check out my channel, I do have one, you know. It's called Chronic Digital Media. It's right there on the avatar. And I deal with a lot of hip hop, old school hip hop, and travel. And it's on the go. So I run into these artists that I've known for years, and I grab my phone and pull it out and start talking to them, edit the clips and upload. And then I also do a lot of worldwide travel, and that's a whole another lane of the channel. But if you're interested in either, please come check me out. And thanks again, Max. I'd love to come by again at some point in time.
All right, Black.
All right, peace.
Peace. That was my OG right there, Black. You know what I'm saying? He came in and gave his 2 cents. Black. He just, he real. He like that's what it is. So he said it about Coach. He said, moving forward, they got a lot in the off season. The off season is going to be the real talk of the town. What they going to do in the off season, and we'll see. But I didn't like what I saw in this game. I know the quarterback is going to get sacked. I know that, but you just letting your quarterback get teed off on like that. I would have called it unnecessary roughness on somebody. I probably would have got kicked out of the game, especially they sitting up there jaw jacking the way they doing. I never forget it, man. We had a guy on my football team back in the day. He was into the alternative lifestyle. This man showed up. I ain't gonna lie to you. He showed up at a junior form of prom with high heels on, yo. High heels. Okay. High heels, right? And everybody knew, what it was with him. But he can play some football though. He can play his ass off. I'm just telling you. He was like a linebacker from hell. That's how big he was. But he wore the hell out of some high heels. Okay. And we grew up with him. He's a friend of ours. We ain't make fun of him. But the other team started calling him all types of I ain't gonna say what they called him, but just know that in England, they call a cigarette something. You know what they call a cigarette in England? That's what they called them. Man, the whistle had blown. This guy wasn't looking. It was offensive line. No, it wasn't offensive line. It was a wide receiver. He wasn't looking. The whistle had already blown, and he hit him. He hit him full speed, helmet to helmet, full speed, and they kicked him out of the game. The dude was out of it, blood everywhere. He was out of it. And then the coach said, "God damn it, what the hell are you doing?" He said he called me the F word. And he said I took care of Sugar or something. He said I took care of him, and that was it. He got kicked out of the game, and I'll never forget that one. I was like, damn, I'm just sitting there like, damn, he don't got kicked out of the game. But we were losing any damn way. And then that whole team was silent because they ain't know we were capable of doing. Now they saying, oh, we talking dirty. But yeah, in the game, people, they talk during the game. But yeah, man, I don't know. But he said it. He said they need to get more with the killer instinct. So, I mean, do they have it? Maybe this right here will get it out of them. No, the coach saying we ain't got the killer instinct. Well, I'm about to show them. So maybe that's what they needed. I don't know. Yeah, man. That's about it. That's about all I'm going to cover on this particular situation. But we know how they lost here. UCLA didn't do anything that heavy. You know, yeah, they did get a lot of sacks, but their linemen are pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. But that game was within reach, man. But, Shedeur's on his back. There's nothing he can do. But anyway, sorry to hear that they got their stuff stolen in that area, man. More than like it's an inside job. That's what I'm thinking. It's an inside job. It sucks. But that Rose Bowl gonna be responsible to reimburse these players for their lost items. It's crazy. Can you imagine you feel violated? You come back in the locker room, your stuff gone. That happened with Virginia Tech a few years ago. I forget who they were playing. It was an away game. And they got some stuff stolen out of their locker room. So it's happened before. It's happened in the NBA game too with Allen Iverson. It happened with him. He got his, he wore a lot of jewelry and stuff. And they took some items out of his locker. And yeah, that was crazy. See, the thing is, when you say the O-line and OC on the sabotage plays, we can't prove that's what they're doing. That's something you can't prove unless something comes out. Unfortunately, it's something like that you can't prove. But you can look at the film here and see exactly what's going on. But they don't have but so many offensive linemen on their team, and some of them are hurt. Rock has to sit out a year, so they just only work with what they have. Maybe some of them need time to develop, but you have some that are grad students. I know they had one guy; he was injured. He's not playing. It's a couple guys injured, and like I said, Savion Washington. I do like him. He's injured though. Still, I don't think he's 100%. And there was a play during that game where his legs got rolled on, and he got up. He was like kind of limping a little bit, so he wasn't 100%. But the rest of them, oh man, they weren't ready. They were not ready. I don't know if they know I don't know. They were not ready. I don't know. You said take them boys a wrestling class. I don't know. Some people say it's game film. That's why Coach saying it. I'm like, why is he saying that? People need to be watching that film. They know something we don't know. I guess people ain't watching film because everybody, some people football don't define them. They don't care about it really. They love it. I mean, they like the game. I'm on the team and stuff, but I'm not trying to sit up here and give up my life, like that. But that's what he's looking for. You got to be all in, man. Yeah, you can't win a Heisman like how they doing. Not the way he getting hit. It's crazy, man. Hopefully they'll address it in the off season. Have some they need something. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just somebody was like, maybe they just slow or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, shoot, what can you do? You got a 265-pound lineman coming at you and you Dylan size. The only thing you can do is cut his legs, hit him low. That's pretty much all you can do. He did that a couple times, Hankerson, but it's crazy, man. Them guys was rushing in so fast they couldn't react. It's crazy. But Mikey did a good job though. If you look at the film, the tight end, He did a really good job blocking. It's not him. Definitely not him. I don't know. You said start eating the tomahawk. I don't know about if it's the steak. You said too much meat for anybody. Do you think they should eat light during the game? There's some big boys though. You said that's illegal hitting low. I mean, for the running back, I've seen them do it. If somebody rushing in, you hit low. You take them legs out. You said pause. You want me to say pause? I said the meat. I know somebody that everything he do, he say pause or no, you know what? I said, if you got to say that after everything, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Everything is pause. That's what I said, but I know somebody said, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, he need to be in the flat or run him like that. They're like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, all right. I don't know everything I'm talking about, to be honest with you. I don't know everything. I just know I saw that film there. The film doesn't lie. That film doesn't lie, man. That film doesn't lie. I don't know. What would I do if I was a lineman? It'll be smoke the next game. I'd be sitting in my room at night in the dark, just contemplating how I'm going to whoop some ass. Just contemplating. I would come in that locker room redefined. I would have all type of war paint on my face, looking crazy. Okay. And I say, Coach, I apologize to you in advance. He's like, what are you telling you? I'm gonna get a penalty this game. Unnecessary roughness. It's coming. I'm gonna make sure I'm in a certain part of the field when I do it. He probably, well, I don't need you to do that. Nuh-uh. It's controlled. You said smoke, no money, no smoke. Hey, listen, the money come, man, with the performance. But I get it. I get people want their, I don't know. Maybe they are getting money. I don't know. I don't know what the players getting on the back end. You know, I know Utah, they did their players right. All their scholarship players got trucks. That was a nice little gesture. You know, I would have loved that right there. Nice little gesture right there. It got them all trucks. You know, they got money up at that school now. Like maybe that's what they need to do. Like, coach, we might need to grease their pockets a little bit more. Because if I'm offensive line, you grease my pockets the way I want. You know, he ain't getting touched. I tell you that much. He is not getting touched. I have now seen the light. He did give him some sunglasses. But I want a little bit of money in my pocket. I'm old school, you know. I believe in getting compensated. Now, especially now, but back in the day, players couldn't get compensated without risk of losing their scholarship and stuff. But now the game has changed. You said I'll get ran over, bro. Quit capping. Let me tell you a story, right? About me getting trucked. Man, I wasn't even supposed to play on no damn offensive line, but we were like hurt and stuff, and we didn't have that many people on the team. You know, we were small. They had me on that offensive line, dog. This one dude, I never forget his name. His name was Suleiman. And he lined up in front of me, grunting, just looking at me. He was looking at the center, and then he looking at me. I said, oh shit, he coming my way. Because that was my work, you know. He hit me. All I know was he hit me in the chest with his shoulder pad. And I honestly believe I left my body for a minute. But I hit the ground and my feet went up in the air. That was embarrassing. He didn't look. He didn't hit the quarterback though, because I tripped his ass. Yeah, I did. He was stepping over me, and I grabbed him and I tripped him. I sure did. You said I'd be laid on my back next to Shedeur. I'm still out here talking shit. Bro, I'm a big dude, man. I am. I'm a big dude and I'm crazy. So of course I can't protect Shedeur now. I'm damn near, I'm almost retired. Of course I can't. But I'm talking about if I were their age and I'm the size I am now, of course I would be able to protect. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Okay. So yeah, I will have to be able to protect him. But you talking about protect him now? No. Any one of them linemen I'm talking about right now, all they gotta do is put their hands on me. It's gonna be a problem. I've been right on the ground. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah. You said how did you get shadow banned already? What do you mean? I can see your comments. But if you talking about me getting on that offensive line right now, yeah, I'll be I'll be right. Shedeur, like, what's going on? Me and him both be on the ground. I said, Shedeur, just run to the right. Just run to the right. Sure, I'm getting killed out here. Run to the right, dog. What are you talking about? I gotta be in the pocket. Run to the right. Just run to the right. Run to the right. Run to the right, dog. Me and him both be laying on the ground. It'd be crazy. I'm sitting up here. I know people saying, damn, you sitting up here talking hella shit. But I'm being truthful though. There just ain't nobody afraid to say it. Ain't nobody gonna talk like I'm old, yo. What do y'all want? I'm old. What they gonna do? I'm old, man. Like when you get to be this age, you don't hold your tongue, man. Okay. So not only I'm old spiritually. I'm old. I feel like I lived thousands of lives, man. I'm old. So I just don't believe in I believe in telling how I see it. Now, could I do any better right now? No. No, I can't do no better. No, I can't do no better. I mean, Shedeur be laid up together, getting treatment. You like, dog, man, you got to do a better. I'm trying, Shedeur. I'm trying. I'm trying, dog. I'm trying. So trust me, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. You see, I know it's hard. But I guarantee you, you know what I'm saying? I would like to think if I was playing that position, I'll be perfecting my craft. So I should be able to do a good job. But I've been trucked before. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you I never got trucked. Because I have. I got trucked. I got trucked so bad one time they put me at tight end. I got trucked so bad. You know how you catch the ball and then you open your eyes, you on the ground with grass in your helmet. That's how I was. I don't remember hitting the ground. So yes, that's happened to me. And then I don't know why they gave me smelling salts because I wasn't knocked out, but they gave me smelling salts. And my helmet wasn't on either, so I don't remember taking my helmet off. So I guess the helmet fell off or something. I don't know. I never forget it, man. Never forget it. Everybody kept asking me. You know it was bad. Even the opposing team told me, "Am I all right?" Now you know you got smoked when the opposing team feels sorry for you. So yeah, this happened to me. But I expect more of them. They at the Power Five. I ain't play Power Five football. They doing it. But I guarantee you, if I was good enough to play Power Five, I'd be a destroyer. That's right. I would be a destroyer. I would have all type of war paint on my face, looking silly. That's right. But my old ass getting on the offensive. Listen, my old ass getting on that offensive line. Hell no. Hell no. No sir. I'm just as big, but I get one hit to the solar plexus. We need a TV timeout. Max ain't get up yet. Max, get up, man. You ain't not. You better go get that. You better go get that stretcher because I'm not walking. Yep, we need a TV timeout. I'll still be on the ground. So trust me. I know if one of them listens to this, oh, he's getting an old dude sitting up there talking shit. He don't let him come out here. No, I'm not going out there and facing Lua Lot 2. And what's the other dude on the UCLA, the Samoan looking dude? I'm not facing him. That's what y'all doing. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you right about that, CJ. No, I can't do no better. Nope. I can't do no better, man. Somebody said that to me. They was like, "Oh man, you can't do no better." Then you right. I'm just giving my commentary. But I don't know, man. Let me leave them alone. Let me leave them alone. That's what I'm gonna do. It sucks, man, because they set up there like you got to be a low individual to sit up there and go in the locker room and steal. You got to be low, man. Boy, that's a hurting feeling. That's a hurting feeling right there. But they'll get compensated though. Somebody got I think it was McClendon, got his chain. He said he just bought his neck piece. He just bought his he said he still had in the box too. He bought him a little nice neck piece. And I wanted to damn, that's people low out here, bro. But I know how it is. I know how it is, man. Know how it is. It's this one guy. I can't remember his YouTube page right now. He's on like Come Up or whatever. He just started his page actually. He got a lot of traction the past couple days because he's seen it think it's a conspiracy on why they're not protecting him. But see, I can't go that route because I can't prove it. So I don't. That's just conspiracy talk, and you can't talk. You know this. You can't talk conspiracy talk on YouTube. I don't know if y'all know that. You can get dinged for that. Conspiracy talk that you can't prove. Nah, you can't do that. You can get your page taken away. Y'all know that. I was in YouTube jail for 6 months. They had me in YouTube jail on my other page because I'm sitting up there. I was saying something about I ain't gonna get into it because they probably get me again. But that's how it is, man. Stay away from the conspiracy talk. That's what I wanted to say to him, but he blowing up right now. So I can't, I don't want to tell him to stay away from the conspiracy, and it's working for him. So yeah, man, because like here's the thing, because the people you're talking about, they can come after you. Like, okay, well, you got to prove it then. So I don't want to go that route. But I know if I was a player though, I'm like, coach, somebody got greased my pockets. That's what I would have been on hit the coach up about that. I want a nice little neck piece too. I'm not into neck pieces and stuff like that, but I'm saying if I was into it. I like this team though. It was a very nice distraction for me talking about this because a lot of stuff going on around the world. You got some conflict overseas, stuff like that, the economy, and there's a lot going on. So I like talking about this to take my mind away a little bit. It's fun for me. But I'm glad that Coach Prime is doing it because I'd be honest with you, they call me a bandwagon fan, whatever. Y'all call me that because I'm telling you, I wasn't checking for the Buffaloes last year. I wasn't. I knew about them back when Cordell played and Westbrook and the rest of them, yeah. But that's about as far as Rashawn Salam, rest in peace. That's about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. So Prime went there. I said, okay, it's gonna be something up there to see. He gonna get it together. Wait till the season. He gonna get it together. You know. Shit, if I was Shedeur, I said, Dad, I'm going to the NFL, dog. Y'all tripping. That's what I've been. I'm like, I'm going to the NFL. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't leave my dad out back. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. I'll come back. Travis, a sophomore. Yeah, I definitely come back. Travis with those 2 interceptions, man, that was big. Because he read the quarterback, man. He jumped that route, man. That was big. He was decoying. Yep. Shout out to Travis. He'll find a way to be effective, whether it's on offense or defense. His name is going to get called. But shout out to him. He got him a nice little family channel going on. Shout out to him. They trying on their Easter outfits. I mean, no, excuse me. Their Halloween outfits. Isn't that cute? Trying on a Halloween outfit. Man, I can't say nothing about Travis. Him and his onesies. Listen, you play like him, you can wear all the onesies you want. You play like him. Let me leave Travis alone. Travis, man. Travis is the man right there. And shout out to the headache dude. What's his name? Shiloh. Man, he don't hit himself out the game, man. Ain't that crazy? They took that man out the game. Craziness. But expect more big hits coming from him. That's just what he do. Not Easter outfits. I'm talking about Halloween. I don't rock with Halloween. You know what I'm saying? People out here be getting got on Halloween. They had a flyer go around to everybody's house out here saying that the trash ain't being picked up tomorrow because of Halloween. Because last time they don't rob the trash man. Crazy, man. Not around my way, but around the corner, they robbed the trash man. They had, Halloween outfits on and robbed them. So for his safety, they're not picking up the trash. He said Shiloh is the best safety in college. Man, I like Shiloh, man. I told you NFL potential. He damn sure is. He's old school with it. He'll be back. I think the rule is he got to sit out the next game for until halftime. So after halftime, he'll be back. Ain't that sucked, don't it? But he'll be back. He'll be back next year too. That's what's the good thing about it. And I tell you another person I like, dog. That what's his name? Yo, that Trevor Woods player. Trevor Woods. That's a dog right there. I like him. That's a dog right there, man. He get it done. Yep. He don't mind hitting either because he will hit. I saw this play last year when he was on the team last year, the 1-11 team. I forget who they were playing, but he came across the end zone and leveled this dude and knocked the ball out and crawled and grabbed the ball. I said, oh, shit. I said, I like this kid right here. I like this kid nasty. Yeah, that kid right there, man. Yes, Trevor Woods. Yeah, Trevor, man, watch out. That kid is nasty. Who else I like besides the usual suspects? Travis. Of course, I like Travis. They be killing me with that zesty talk. They like the joke. That's Bucky that started that. Who else? Caleb Mathis, man, the route god. I'm glad he got in the game. Where was Kamani at? Did Kamani get in the game? Or was I tripping? I think he was on special teams. He got in the game. He was on special team. Yeah, man. He's on the come up. Who else? I like McClendon too. And what's the name? Number 44 on the defensive line. Yeah, man, he's pretty decent too. Transfer from Arkansas. Yeah, he's pretty good, man. But unfortunately, we're gonna lose a couple of them players. They're gonna go to the draft. Be losing Weaver to the draft. I think this is his last year. He going to the draft. Trust me, he gonna be on the team. He definitely gonna be on the team. So look out for him. I like Horn too, Jimmy Horn. You said Kermani would have got flagged allegedly. Yeah, Kermani don't play. Yeah, Jordan Dominic. You said Juju serving a suspension. He was at the game. He was at the game. He's not suspended. Is he? Is he suspended? He was at the game. He was suited up. Yeah, I like Juju. Juju as well. Mitchell, right? Juwan Mitchell. I like him too. Oh, you like Harrison? Harrison, the dog, man. You saw what he did on that line. That guy didn't get past him. Yeah, he's solid, man. Antonio, you like Antonio too? He's solid. Yeah, you said Juju was in the game. Yeah, I was just so fixated on that offensive line, I ain't noticed. Yeah, Juju suited up. He was out there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just sitting up here babbling now. I'm gonna get up out of here. But that's about all I'm gonna say about the offensive line. They might come out. Listen, this might have been what they needed. They might come out, okay, he's sitting up here, old dude sitting up here talking shit. Okay. We're gonna come out here and we're gonna kill it. So we'll see. But that should be motivation for what Coach Prime said. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come out here and do it now. I'm gonna be the complete business. But what's his name? Funny in the comments on Max, you would have got truck too. You damn right I would have got truck. Shit, I'm like, Coach, I would have put my index finger up. Coach, let me come out the game. Coach, I need a breather. Let me come out this game. It's a little rough house up in there. But anyway, look at El Hombre, man. Hombre, he wasn't even hating that much tonight. I like Roger Ward too. He did good. Why can't Tyler Brown play? The NCAA tripping. They tripping on him. He'll be back though. But all right, y'all. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your week. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, man. I'll be back to for the game. That's a homecoming game for them. They're gonna be, at least they'll be back at home and they'll be able to have some motivation to win in front of that crowd in Boulder. So that'll be a good one. But anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming in, by the way. All right, y'all.